You know how quickly headlines fade. When a disaster happens, you see organizations move in to help, but they aren't always able to stick around for the long haul. Within a matter of weeks, the immediate help has moved on, and survivors are left to pick up the pieces alone. This is the gap that Our Front Porch is filling.
It might be hard to believe, but we are the only organization in the nation walking beside fire and disaster survivors for months and sometimes even years, at absolutely no cost ever to those who need help. Over and over, you've heard it said that people should do more to care for their neighbors, and they're right.
From their skivvies to their mental health and everything in between. After a disaster, Our Front Porch comes in and provides free underwear, bras, and socks. We negotiate with landlords, navigate very tough insurance issues, and offer free long-term mental health support at no cost at all.
I definitely didn't pack any underwear or anything, and I was like, damn, I'm kind of screwed. So then I met you guys, and you were like, what size underwear? And I was like, it's like you guys were in my head, literally. So I was like, oh, it's a good deal.
There are other companies that help with clothing. They just give you clothing. That's it. There are other companies like Red Cross. They'll give you like a card. Sometimes for kids, they'll give you like a teddy bear. But that kind of covers you like the first week. Our Front Porch covered me for 2 years, almost 3, of therapy, of listening, of moving forward, of falling. Because the anniversary of the fire is a thing. And all the other companies are not there. And Our Front Porch is there with you.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do without you. Literally. You're my favorite day of the week.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Duggins. I'm the development director with Our Front Porch, and I wanted to jump on here and talk a minute about how the funding from this particular grant will be utilized by our organization. As we said in the beginning of the video, when a disaster strikes, the community rallies, and that can be really powerful. You've seen it, we've all seen it after a crisis, how everyone kind of gets together and helps a community that's struggling. But 2 weeks later, when the headlines fade, the cameras have gone, and those big response organizations have moved on, survivors are left with a new kind of crisis. They are now feeling displaced, they have financial fear, and the emotional weight of starting over, as well as the aftermath of a crisis. That's where Our Front Porch steps in. We are the only organization in the nation dedicated exclusively to bridging the gap between that initial crisis and long-term recovery. 70% of our client base, our survivors, are living paycheck to paycheck, and losing everything puts them at immediate risk of homelessness. This grant would allow us to scale our model nationally. We're already starting a pilot program. It's in the works, and we would be starting in Missouri, Kansas, and Texas, as well as Colorado, in local partnership with the Red Cross and fire departments to create a seamless handoff so that no survivor is left alone after a crisis and after the cameras have gone. These funds will help us build a national call center, expand mental health programming across state lines, develop resource toolkits, offer educational programming, and strengthen the full continuum of long-term recovery support that we provide at no cost ever to survivors. With this grant, we can make sure every survivor and every community we reach has someone walking beside them through that long-term process. And we really, really hope that you'll consider us for this funding. Thank you.
Hi friends, Philbin here, Chief Dog Officer at Our Front Porch. I've seen what disaster can do to a family, the fear, the loss, the heartbreak. But I've also seen what happens when hope walks in the door. Around here, recovery isn't a quick fix, it's a promise. Trust me, I've been by their side long enough to know love, compassion, and community can rebuild anything.